Welcome back to Limitless Table Talk. I'm Fern.
I'm Nat. No, that's it. I'm just Nat.
You always say your thing.
I'm just Nat today. No, I'm going to switch it up on you.
Wow.
I feel that way this morning.
Wow. You're really not going to do your thing?
No.
This is your intro thing. I tried doing it once.
Fine. Okay,
and it didn't really
okay.
work out because
Okay,
it wasn't good.
All right, fine.
And you kind of gave me a whole blah, 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 blah. I didn't like it. Oh, why did you do it? Why did you do that thing?
It's the only...
I'm sorry. Let me do it right. Oh, why'd you do that thing? It wasn't good.
Oh my God.
Why'd you do it? Oh.
It's too early.
It's never too early.
Anyways, all right, fine. I'm Nat, and this is the only podcast brave enough for us to admit we go to theme parks for the benches or snacks.
Not just the benches. Premium shaded seating with emotional support snacks. Ha.
That's true. I mean, most people think you go to the theme parks for the thrills because other people chase it. We don't. We chase the air conditioning. Where's the best air conditioning with seating in these stores?
Exactly where they are. And we also like to people watch.
Yes.
We like to people watch because there's nothing more exciting than going to a theme park where everyone is a tourist, except us, because we're not tourists at theme parks.
And I think everybody's mindset is that I'm not a tourist. I'm at a theme park.
No. I think everyone's mindset is I'm a tourist because have you seen the way people dress? Like, how about the people with the heels that go to theme park in heels?
I've never understood that. Why are you in heels in the theme park? I mean, I get it. I know some people are used to wearing heels all day long. They don't normally wear sneakers, let's say. But I don't understand people that wear flip-flops and heels for theme parks. It just doesn't make sense.
It's just Milo. He's doing his Milo thing. Milo's doing his Milo thing.
Anyways,
He is having fun.
Milo. Nope,
Milo.
he don't care. He don't care.
What are you doing, man? Milo. Take a break, bro.
He gave you sass.
Take a break, dude.
He said.
So today we're talking about our fun experiences at Universal Studios. Mm-hmm. Because we have gone to Universal Studios quite a lot. And throughout the years, we have been Universal people.
Since we left going to Disney.
Since we had left the wonderful world of Disney and hopefully returning to the wonderful world of Disney.
Anyways.
But either way, we have been Universal people for quite some time.
Yeah, I think maybe 4 years.
It's been a bit
Since COVID.
It's been a bit since we've been at Universal, and we've enjoyed going to Universal. So I love the Harry Potters,
Right.
and we love the.
Now, the thing is, the reason we are talking about this, don't get us wrong, we used to love going to the parks to ride.
Yes.
Well, I can't really ride as much anymore.
Yes.
Because I have a health condition.
Correct.
So for those that don't know, Nat has congestive heart failure. So I can't really ride.
Yes.
Very minimal what I can ride. So as my wonderful husband here, he doesn't ride because I don't ride.
Yes.
Plus, he gets motion sickness.
My stomach is very dramatic. It is what we say disloyal to my choosing. It does not share the same thrill that I share in life.
Yeah, so while we're looking for good benches and good air conditioning, we always have to find a good garbage can nearby for you because in case your stomach decides to write a goodbye letter.
Correct. Every time I look at a roller coaster, my stomach decides to file for divorce.
The problem is you were never like that.
No,
Like, what happened?
you.
Me. Why are you blaming me? I don't give you motion sickness.
No. It's because I stopped writing things. So I got out of the rhythm of writing things.
So what? You one day. So, okay, hold on, wait. So somehow your motion sickness is my fault because you stopped writing. I didn't tell you had to stop writing.
I'm going to tell you what happened. I stopped writing, and then all of a sudden, my motion sickness became a lifestyle.
Okay.
I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. My inner ear woke up one day and said, "Hey, peace be with you, man. I'm out."
And your inner ear was out for sure.
Out.
Like, we have learned the hard way.
Super the hard way.
All right. So you were never really a huge fan of roller coasters.
No, but I do like, I still do like roller coasters once in a while. And I will do one.
Well, you would ride it. We went, what, a year ago with our girls
We went, yes.
for Mother's Day weekend,
Yes.
right? It was like a year ago.
I don't remember when it was.
We
but
were moving
did
our
go.
son into his dorm, and we went to Universal with the girls. You rode, they had you ride with them. The dinosaur one, was it? I don't remember. I sat in a restaurant waiting for you.
The Hulk?
I don't remember.
I rode the Hulk.
I don't remember. I just know you came back a different color. And I laughed, and I was amused by that. And then we learned, because now we're talking about your stomach, we learned the hard way this year. Well, no, I guess last year. Well, whatever.
At some point.
You know me, I like to know what time I'm talking about. But anyways, recently we learned that Fern needs to take Dramamine before writing anything at this point.
Not anything. Okay, most things.
You can't even ride the carousel without getting dizzy. I got you on that one.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
So
It spins in a circle.
I think this is a story we need to share because it's hilarious.
Okay, there are certain rides that spin. I don't do well with spinning. And then when there's multiple back-to-back rides that spin, I do less well with the spinning.
So going to that story, because I think everybody needs to know this story. Fern rode a couple of rides. I think it was like Men in Black, because people haven't been to Universal maybe. So we need to elaborate what kind of rides. So it was like Men in Black. Then you rode Fast and the Furious. But at Men in Black, you already had a headache.
I had already had a headache at that point. I already knew not to do...
That was red flag, number one.
I had already known not to do... Because last time we went, we did The Simpsons, which basically was Back to the Future, which I used to love Back to the Future. But Back to the Future is a motion ride. So it's a screen with the motion.
Okay.
Okay. And last time we went on Back to the Future, I mean, The Simpsons...
It was just the two of us.
It was just the two.
Oh, we both did it. What the heck happened?
Remember what happened when I rode that ride?
You passed out on me.
I passed out.
I
was having such a ball. I was like, yeah. Then all of a sudden it was like,
The thing is, I'm very, very, very limited because of my congestive heart failure on what I can ride. So I'm excited when I can actually ride something. And if we're in a group, yes, I can ride with someone else. But it was just the two of us on this trip. And we rode it together. And I look over and he was passed out. And then he woke up and said, so when does the ride begin?
Does the ride start? Did the ride start yet or what?
But anyways, so we learned he can't ride The Simpsons. He can't hang, basically. Then, okay, so this story where he's trying to divert me from remembering to tell the story.
So we're on Men in Black, and Men in Black is one where you shoot the things, but then all of a sudden...
I want to make it known we were not alone on this trip.
No. We went with friends.
And their kids.
So we're on this ride, and you get to shoot the aliens, which is really cool. And I'm having a ball, man. I'm scoring, shooting aliens. Bam, 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 bam. Shooting aliens, scoring. And then all of a sudden, this thing decides to go full tilt into roulette spin nonstop. Roulette spin. Non-stop roulette spin.
It was not that bad. It spun 3 times, guys.
It spun more than 3 times.
No, it did not.
It was a roulette spin. And then all of a sudden, by the way, I had already had a headache going into the ride. And then the roulette spin had me
3 spins.
Mega headache intensified.
Okay, so he had a headache. So what does he want to do? We went to the Harry Potter area.
Which I love.
He took something for his headache, and
I'm
then
a Harry Potter. I'm a Potterhead.
yes, you are.
Because the Potter is good. The Potter is great. The Potter is where we should.
Anyways, so he takes something for his headaches because it was still in the morning. We hadn't even all we had was breakfast.
Yes.
So we did Harry Potter. Our friends rode while we waited, and then we went. You and our friends were gonna ride Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we were like, oh, let's kill some time.
You and the kids and him went to ride, while his wife and we went to see how we were gonna do Transformers next. We went to see how the line was. But anyways, fast forward, he rode Fast and the Furious, and then he's like hauling butt because our time to ride Transformers was coming up. So they haul butt to the ride. And anyways, long story short, we got on the ride, and he's already with a headache. And you weren't nauseous at that point. You just had a headache.
I had a pretty bad headache. And the thing is, the running to, like, because we kind of sprinted to the
and
thing.
when he says sprinted, it was like a little speed walk, by the way. But anyways, I just want to clarify for don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. But anyways, you're not going to avoid me telling the story. So
there's people in the way. I can't sprint. I can't go full on sprint as
he's fighting with his pillow. Let him be.
I can't go full on sprint like it's an Olympic event. Okay.
But anyways, so we get on Transformers. If anybody has ever been to Universal and ridden Transformers, it's a dark ride. It's a cool ride.
It is a cool ride.
All right. So our seating arrangement is we are on the last row of
which is awful.
Anyway,
first of all, I hate being in the wall.
What?
On the
You
door.
always pick the ends.
I pick the ends because I don't like to be crushed by people.
Well, because you have broad shoulders, so you know.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, so he went in first. He went in. I sat next to him. Our friend's daughter sat next to me, and our friend, he sat at the other end. So we are on the ride, and everybody's like, woohoo, yay, Transformers. And Fern was going, Megatron, Megatron, right? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, hail Megatron.
Yeah, something like that. And he just kept saying Megatron, and I'm like, yay, we're all having a good old time. And halfway through the ride,
I love the heels.
he stopped saying, go Megatron. And all he kept saying was, oh no, oh no.
This
and
is
I'm
not
like,
good. This is not good.
I'm like, what happened? So I look over, and he's covering his mouth. Fern is full on motion sickness now.
And I'm turning purple.
And
green.
he is at the point where he's about to vomit. And I'm telling him, by the way, mother instinct did not kick in. I said, don't you dare. You better swallow it. Why? Because you were going to vomit on the girls' hair in front of us. And they did not look nice. Those people could have taken all of us.
Listen,
they had 3 rows in front of us.
I was in full cold sweat. Okay.
Mind you, we're halfway in the ride. It wasn't even the end of the ride. So he's going, oh no. And he's covering his mouth. And I said, don't you dare. You swallow that. You swallow it. And mind you, everybody's enjoying the ride. Our friend, oblivious to what's going on. He's like, woohoo, Megatron, yay, fun ride. And I'm arguing with Fern, telling him to stop. I said, take off your hat and vomit in it. He says, it's a new hat. I can't vomit in it. He is negotiating with me now of how he's going to vomit. So the ride finally comes to an end. Very proud, he held his vomit. basically. Well, it comes to the point where, everybody gets off the ride really slow.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. That sprint that you were talking about.
So I look over to our
That
friend and I
occurred.
said, "You need to get out now. Fern needs a garbage can." So he gets out. Now we're trying to get the child out too. I get out. Fern jumps out. I don't even know how he got out of the ride. He just literally, like, poof, he was on the ground. He gets up and he starts running to this one can, but the can was for the glasses, right? The 3D glasses we had
I don't
on.
know what the can was for, to be honest.
So he's like, I can't throw up in this can. It has 3D
Oh
glasses.
yeah. Because that was the first one, that middle,
Right.
the middle one. Yeah.
So he turns, guys, this is worth it. He turns around and there's like a door for employees that says employees only. I don't know why, but right next to it, there's a garbage can. And there was a guy. Now, this guy, he was super skinny,
maybe 120 pounds soaking wet.
like super skinny. If you've seen Fern, he's not that skinny of that guy. Like this guy was super skinny. Like the wind probably could have taken him. So Fern, you know how he's been saying he was sprinting? Well, he sprinted this time. He sprints for the garbage can.
I went full on run.
Like you would think he was playing football. He took off running. And the employee went into full panic because he thought this man is
This guy's
trying
gonna
to
get into the employee section.
Right. I don't know if maybe the guy forgot he was covering a garbage can. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think he was supposed to be standing in front of the gate.
Right.
But instead, he was standing in front of the garbage can.
So Fern takes off running. We are just standing here watching this. And for us, it felt like slow motion. But anyways.
For me, it took 2 seconds.
Well, he takes off running. This guy puts his arm out to stop Fern. Well, that was the guy's biggest mistake.
That was...
Because Fern took the poor man and his arm into the garbage can. Half of Fern's body was inside the garbage can with the guy's arm and half of his body. And his body had checked out. It gave us the note of goodbye. Everything in your stomach is gone. Let's put it this way. It was all over the poor man that works there. And his friends, the employees, watched in horror. They watched this.
Yes.
And Fern's friend tells me, why don't you go back outside with the kid and I'll wait for Fern. And Fern came back like if nothing ever happened, dying laughing because the vomit was inside the garbage can and on the employee, guys. On the employee. You know how embarrassing that is?
For the employee.
You took the poor guy in. You took him into the garbage can.
He should have moved. But I'll tell you what, I tried moving him.
No,
you
you did.
I moved him as much as I could.
I think what happened is your arm and his interlocked when you were pushing him out of the way.
He was probably like, this guy. And I'm like, move.
No, he looked more like, I'm going to be pancaked.
Yeah, that's probably exactly.
I would have thought he would have moved, in all honesty.
You would have thought.
He took his job very seriously.
He did.
I mean.
He did. I'll tell you what, the rest of the day, I was great.
Yeah. So now we have learned Dramamine. So if you get queasy.
Yeah, if your stomach betrays you.
So now Fern takes Dramamine when we arrive. Before we even begin writing.
Just in case.
But anyway, so yes, guys, don't run towards the door even if they have a garbage can there. Because the employees apparently get paid a lot to sacrifice their life in front of you, no matter how big they are or you are. But, we all laughed about it later on.
Oh, yeah.
Because you said, so what are we writing next?
So what's next? Yeah.
And
then I was like, are we going to go eat or what?
Well, yeah, because you had already let everything out.
Yeah.
On top of the poor man.
Yeah.
That poor guy had to go and get cleaned up and continue his shift as all his friends. There were 3 other guys standing there laughing at this.
Yeah.
Laughing. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, this is not happening. I've never had one of our kids ever throw up like that.
Yeah.
In a ride. But here we are, grown adults.
It happens.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it did happen.
It happened. It happened.
But anyway, so that's a story of motion sickness happening. I'm sure it happens to people, in all honesty.
I'm sure. They just, I just think that they need to be more prepared for that kind of event because it happens.
But how is it their fault that you cannot control your stomach?
Well, I mean, there are warnings, but they can't.
You ignore the warnings.
There are warnings, but how are those warnings going to prepare you when you're not aware that you are that sensitive at that moment?
Because I guess they figured by the time you got to my ride, you rode that carousel and you get motion sickness.
Touche. Touche.
Or you ride the Cat in the Hat. Now they don't do that spin anymore in the Cat in the Hat, right?
Yes, they do, but it's not bad. That one's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That one's.
Perfect. I think they slowed it down, or it's less spins.
Perfectly fine. You
But
see,
anyways.
there's it's fine. Like the Mummy was fine. Like the Mummy coaster is fine.
So my whole thing, being a person who can't really ride anything, because of my congestive heart failure, things can be ridden. Things can be ridden. Like there is hope. It's not. I've heard people say, "I'm not going to the park. I'm not going to spend money on it because I can't ride." So why don't we go by, now that we've told everybody your story, what we actually do all day when we're at a park? Like, let's be honest about the real activities that there are.
The real elite non-ride entertainment.
Okay, I didn't go all like that, but okay.
Well, I mean, because there's a lot of fun stuff to do. Like one of the things that I love about going to these places is the buildings, the look of the way things are set up, because you are actually going into an elite looking universe. Like you are in a place to get away from the real world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about ranking air-conditioned buildings.
Okay. I like judging other families arguing in line.
It's the best. Yeah. It's the best.
Like watching them, because like we'll just sit, and when it's just the two of us, we find a nice little spot depending on the temperature outside, and we just watch people.
It's the best. You can spot exactly the moment the dad realizes we should have stayed home. We should never have come to this thing.
What about, and I used to do this when our kids were little, that quiet stare at it, like into the distance, like, why am I here?
Yeah, it's like, why did I choose this moment?
That's just not exhaustion. That's usually, that distance stare is normally towards the end of the day already.
Yeah.
And it's not exhaustion. It's reflection.
Or spending $40 on snacks that we did not plan on buying.
Well, yeah, explain that to me. Why are the snacks so expensive?
I know, it's like no one thought that a churro should be $20.
Because theme park hunger is so different. Like I can be home and I'll have like my typical day at home is like my coffee in the morning, nothing till lunchtime pretty much. And then I'm good till dinner. You go to a theme park, you're hungry every 2 hours.
That's because the smell says you're hungry all the time. Because the smell.
What the heck happened to you?
I had the predator sound again.
Oh.
The sound, the smell says, come and eat. You know you're hungry. There's churros.
Oh, and one of my favorite things, and I would see it sometimes like when we would go like with our kids, or even when we go with our friends and you would go ride with them and I would sit and wait, hearing other families go, oh, the wait time is 65 minutes. We'll come back and ride it later. And I'm sitting there going, amateur move. You don't want to do that because not always is it later going to be less. It's going to be more.
It's the biggest lie ever in a theme park.
Oh, no. The biggest lie ever is the line was moving. And then you get in the... It's like going to the grocery store. You get in line. And then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, look at that line. It's moving. You jump in it and it's not moving. But typically for us, we don't spend all day eating neither when we go.
No. We do. However, there is the tale of the ice cream.
Oh, wow. Look at that. We got to go now.
Do you remember that time that you wanted the ice cream?
No, we got to go now.
There was this time.
No, we don't need to tell anybody nothing.
Of course we do. There was this time that Nat wanted an ice cream. And
we all wanted an ice cream.
we all wanted an ice cream. So we decided, hey, let's get ice cream.
You and the kids are never going to let me live this down.
Never. Well, it's just like the Transformers ride. It just keeps coming back.
That one's fresh. It just happened.
It's like a Friday the 13th
Mine happened
movie.
5 years ago.
There's continuous sequels. So just like this one, it's going to keep coming back. This time, Nat decided, I want ice cream. So she not only did she get ice cream, she got like the triple scoop thing.
It was an ice cream cone.
It was an ice cream cone, triple scoop. Like she was so happy.
I was.
So happy. And we're walking down, and this was before Fast and the Furious even existed, right? This was like back when it was Disaster.
I don't remember.
It was Disaster. So it was before Fast and the Furious.
I tried to erase that day from my memories.
And I think was Jaws still around? I think Jaws was still here because it was before the Diagon Alley. This was at that time.
I don't know. If you ask the children, they know exactly how old they were. So because apparently they have stored it in their memory box.
I know. Every time I'm like, so do you remember? And it's like, yes, Daddy. Dad, it was this. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
They remember it very well.
And then I'm like, babe, you want ice cream? Yeah, of course I want ice cream. Give me some ice cream.
I hate you right now.
And then, so you're walking around, you're like, oh man, this is such a great ice cream. And then all of a sudden, kaput!
I hate you.
Ice cream all over the floor.
I tripped.
You tripped over one of the
bricks.
One of the bricks, literally floor.
The brick was elevated a little bit.
There was no elevated brick.
I proved it last time we were there.
Last time you were there, you proved nothing. You fell with air. But
I fell and none of you helped me. You yelled. You dropped your ice cream. I'm not getting another one.
You were so wanting that ice cream so bad.
But you told me now I'm not getting you another one. Mind you, none of them helped me.
Mind you, it was a $27 ice cream.
It was not 27.
It was
You're
$27
such an
exaggerator.
exaggerator.
It was a triple scoop.
It was not
cone.
27.
It was $27. It might have had. Yeah, it was $27.
It was not, but anyways.
It was like $87.
I tripped face first.
And that was with the discount. It was like $87.
And now we went to $87?
It might have been $113.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Mind you, I have learned nobody in Universal helps you.
No one.
Everybody walked around me like, that girl fell. Interesting. We'll talk about that after we pass her.
It was awful. We probably should have filed a report.
We should have. Not on the ice cream, but on me falling.
Yeah, we probably could have gotten like the $172 ice cream back.
What? How'd you go from $27 to $100? You're such a dummy. No, the brick had a little lip. The little lip was up a little.
Uh-huh.
It was an uneven because when we went this last time, you were telling the story to our friends. This is the spot. Like it's like he's a tour guide.
I have a tour guide.
He stops literally.
And I'm like, look, it's the $213 ice cream that fell right here.
And he does like this whole, look, this is where Nat fell. And then he tells the whole story. And then you know what he does? He takes a photo of just the ground and sends it to our children. And then our children's respond. He sends nothing, no content, nothing, just a photo. The kids respond, hey, that's where mom fell.
Yep. And then they're like, oh, look, that's where the ice cream was. They circle the spot where the ice cream
By the way,
landed.
I never got my ice cream.
No.
I fell.
No, because it was a $272 ice cream.
Yeah.
We probably should have filed a report.
We should have. We probably own some of Universal now. Not that serious, but I wasn't injured. That was a good thing.
No, but we could have gotten...
My ice cream was injured.
We probably could have gotten a $307 ice cream back.
Will you stop it? The ice cream was not 307. This podcast was supposed to be about what we do when we don't ride, but it has turned into let's roast each other.
Anyway, so yeah, she fell there, and she eventually got up, and then
yeah, my face turned into the color of regret.
Yes,
I was so embarrassed.
Yes,
I got up and I'm like, let's just keep walking. Forget the ice cream, just leave it there. And
meanwhile, I was like, no, it's a $402 ice cream. We should pick it up.
Stop it.
We should definitely pick it up.
Anyways, I'm going to just move on from that. I think our favorite part is gift shops.
Yes. Oh, man, we love looking at stuff.
I mean, it's always the same thing, but we go like if we had never been
we
there
have never
before.
been there. Like we look at the merch and we're like, look at all this merch. Look at all the plushies. And we don't even like plushies, but we love looking at the plushies. Like, look at all the different plushies they got.
Yeah.
Like, look, they still have Shrek plushies. And there's no Shrek. I mean, now they have the little Shrek
They have
bog.
a Shrek thing now.
Little Shrek area now.
They have the swamp something it's called now for the kids. But did we exit? Oh, and our favorite part. Right before the exit. That little clearance.
They don't even have it.
They don't have it, right?
They took it out.
Well, because now they have, if you're not an annual pass holder, now you're going to learn, they have an annual pass holder only store.
Yes.
And that's where the clearance stuff is. You'll find some good stuff in there. But we'll leave the park and we'll say, did we ride any coasters today? No. Did we ride emotions? Absolutely. We went through different emotions.
Yes. We have a blast. I enjoy going, and again, it's all about the atmosphere. It's all about the experience. I love watching people it's great seeing people that are there for the first time.
I think people watching is better than rides sometimes.
Because like sometimes when you see them for the first time, like experiencing it, you're just like, wow, is that what I look like the first time? I was such a dork.
I mean, I like watching it because those facial expressions, like when they first get there, it's so cool. I mean, let's be honest. No matter how many times we've ever gone, once you go through that gate, it's like an amazing feeling.
It really is.
It really is.
It really is.
Like all kidding aside, it's not about making fun of the people. It's just more of, you can tell when it's the first time of someone, and you can tell when it's multiple times for someone. And I feel like for us, sometimes our multiple time look looks exactly the same as our first time look.
Yeah.
Because it's just a different atmosphere, a different feeling being in the park. I don't know. You forget your worries. You forget everything. My favorite part is watching a toddler negotiate like a lawyer at the gift shop that they really need more sugar.
Yes. Yes.
And the parents are arguing with the kid. No.
Yes. Or that they need that toy. They need that plushie. I want that plushie. Give me that.
All right. So here's a real question. Why do we keep going back?
Why don't we keep going back?
Why do we keep going back? Because like I started this whole podcast with, this discussion started because people have told us, why do you go to theme parks? You spend so much money going to the theme park, you can't even ride Nat. Like, when I tell you I'm limited, you know those signs that tell you, don't ride if you have a heart condition? Well, that's me. And that's pretty much every ride.
I think that a lot of it is because honestly, it feels magical every time. Even when we're sitting there. Mm-hmm. Like it still feels like magic.
To me, if someone, well, some people have asked me, why do I keep going back? I say it's the music. I don't know. You go to different areas and there's different music.
So good.
It's the atmosphere. It really, like, in all honesty, I don't think I've ever encountered a mean person at a park. Like, I've never encountered like regular people, like tourists, being mean to any of us. Have you? No. Like, you see those videos of people getting into fights and like getting kicked out of the park, and I've never seen that. And honestly, just being together, like, I don't know. For me, that's what I like.
What about those snacks that we said we wouldn't buy?
Like my ice cream.
Yeah.
That apparently now costs like $1,000 by your calculation.
And also the snacks we said we wouldn't, like the ones that we were like, oh, we'll try that next time.
We say that every time about the pretzels.
And then we're like, oh, let's try it, you know? And then here comes next time. And now we're trying it. And then next time we say, oh, that's the one we're going to try next time.
Mm-hmm. So my advice for sure is always get comfortable shoes.
Yes.
Because comfortable shoes go a long way. But there are things, just to recap a little, there are things you can do. Just because you have a health condition doesn't mean you can't enjoy what everyone else can enjoy.
Or a stomach that betrays you. Benedict Arnold.
Yes. You just pop your Dramamine. This last time you popped Dramamine and you were fine. You were able to ride.
I was perfect.
We just didn't let you ride Transformers, which, by the way, your friend and I rode it. And him and I saw that same guy at the end. And he was not next to the garbage can. But anyways, you can still enjoy it, but knowing your limit. Don't say, what's the worst that can happen by riding? Don't do that. If you know you can't ride it, don't ride it. It's not worth it. You can still enjoy your time doing anything else. But, yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing of writing. Don't write it if you know for sure. Don't fall into the peer pressure. If you have to write alone because
there is solo riders now.
There is. I've sat at child swap and let for Fern ride, and then I'm his child that he has to pick up at child swap. Mm-hmm. But, we always do our ending of our podcast of rapid fire. Something, I guess, Fern wants to do always. Do you still want to do rapid fire or no?
Ka-chow.
You do?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Do we have time for it, or did you want to go? I think you look like you wanted to go over something else. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's do a ka-chow.
Oh, you want to do a rapid fire instead?
Let's do it.
Make up your mind. Why are you looking at me like you didn't want to do it?
Best snack.
Anything overpriced or an emotional? For me, it's always pretzels and ice cream.
Okay.
You?
Hot dogs.
That's not a snack. That's a meal.
I choose hot dogs every time.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, worst snack?
Anything that spills on you.
Oh my God.
Anything that has like juice. Ugh. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Anything that spills on you. That's the worst snack.
Yes. Okay. Which is why I typically don't get like ice cream unless it comes on a stick.
Oh, it's not because it's $1,000?
Yes, that too.
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay. Ride we pretend we'll try next time.
All of them.
Yes. Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
Let's see. Most valuable survival item?
Tell me if I'm right with this. Dramamine and prayer.
Yes. That's very, very accurate for you because, yeah, we've already experienced that. And man, I just thought of something, but if we didn't have much time left. So
what's that?
Mind. Did we ever talk about the bird situation?
Oh, no, we didn't.
We never did we? Wow. Okay. I don't know.
No.
No. You
Well,
sure?
you know what? We'll leave that for a cliffhanger for the next time. Just remember the birds. The birds.
Anyways, so guys, if you ever go to any parks and you just see two people happily sitting there while everyone else is screaming, running around, trying to get to lines, and they're just sitting there, that's us living our best, cautious life.
Proof that you don't need a roller coasters to have fun. Just laughter, snacks, and a nearby exit.
And a garbage can.
Facts.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go back. We don't need to go to Disney.
We need the wonderful world of Disney.
Anyways, with that being said, thanks for listening to Limitless Table Talk, where the rides are optional, but the chaos is guaranteed.
And that's all we got this time. Period.